I cleaned up the valve cover, made my own gasket. I sealed it down with the Permatex Aviation Forma gasket. So I put that on there, got this thing tacked down. Now it's ready to put it on with the lettering facing up. In case you take one off that is upside down, you'll know somebody's already been in it. And I also cleaned this off all the way around too with this. After I did that, I took a duster and blew the crap out of there. Now I got Yama lube. I'm just going to spray it on the valves. Push rods. Anything that moves. Then before I put this gasket on there, get the excess fluid out of there. Then I take a little brake fluid and wipe this down so it's dry. And it's a seal that I'm going to put on the gasket will stick. Form a gasket and put that on there. Anything liquid other than gas, I like to put sealant on it. It just helps it bond, but it also prevents leaks too. It's nice. This comes with the brush that's on the cap too, so that's handy. Nice thin layer. Don't go overboard on it. The more you put on, the more it squeezes out. Yeah. All right. So that's ready to go. Get one started there. One started on the other side, down at the bottom. Okay, now we'll get this one in. Get this one up here going. And then we'll get our wrench. This is 3/8. Get that. Now we're going to torque it. Okay, that's torqued. I haven't looked up the actual torque for it, but I'm pretty sure that's good enough to start it and see how she runs in case we have to take it back apart. Okay, so that's done. Carburetor's done. Got to put the spark plug back in and hook it up. Oh, the spark plug. I got to put the magneto on. That's where the spark plug cable went. Okay, we'll get that on. I think I'm going to get the brush on this before I put this on there, though. We're going to spin it around and get some of that rust off of there. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, it took me a while, but I found the bolts for the magneto. I got that. I got some pieces of the spark plug box. I'm going to put them in there. Clean up the heads of these bolts here. And the threads. There's a cable ground that you hook up to this, so make sure you hook that up. It's underneath. Put that in there and get it at least started. Get these down a little ways, but still loose enough that you can slide this coil back and forth. Okay, now we want to rotate this around to where the magnets are. And the magnets are right there. We'll pull this back. Put that in. I think that's it. Now let's pull these out. There we go. Make sure that goes all the way around. Okay. Now the spark plug. Where is the spark plug? There it is. That looks good. Okay. Screw that back in. I found it. It's a 5/8. Okay. Good. Okay, that's on. Before I put the hood and all that on, we'll make sure it runs good first. Alrighty. So what I did, I got some air in it. The other side, it was on the bead still. This side, it wasn't. So you work it around, tighten it up until you're close to the bead, as close as possible, and then put the air hose on it and hit it. And once it comes out a little bit, don't go out all the way because you got pressure on this tire. So now you release this. Okay. Now you can go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way. And it takes like 10 pounds. That's what that tire said over there. Let's see, what does this say? It says maximum 10 pounds. So they all take 10 pounds. So not much. I have a gauge on here. There we go. So that's good. Checking all these tires. Get this one. Yeah, I put some blocks underneath here, which helped get the tire off the ground so I can get the strap underneath it. So that worked. And then put the cap back on. Get this one over on this side. I think what we're going to do is test this thing out and make sure it runs before we put it all back together. I got the fuel line on it and the fuel filter. Put the unleaded fuel in here, so that's good to go. I put this filter on there on the intake, and I put oil in it, and the oil's up to the full mark, so we're good there. I put the magneto back on. I set the gap for the flywheel and magneto or coil. We'll see if this thing will start. Will it run? I don't know. We'll find out. I think we will be able to get out of here. I charged the battery too. I got a trickle charger that I put it on overnight. So let's see if this thing will start. Okay, choke on. Let's try it out. Got to put your foot on the clutch.